With more than 2,600 acres of terrain and 2,400 feet of vert, Crystal Mountain is the largest ski resort in Washington. And while there's plenty of intermediate runs, it is known for the steep stuff.
I would describe Crystal as a mecca for advanced skiers, definitely.
Brent Okita would know. The ski patrol manager here, he first learned to ski as a child in Switzerland and Italy and spent time living in Jackson Hole after college before making his way out to Crystal some 4 decades ago.
I started basically working just as I got a pass here in November of 1983. I'm dating myself, I know. And then got a job the next month. I find I'm happiest in the mountains. And then I also found another career, something to do in the summertime, and that was climbing mountains.
Yeah, in the winter, Brent runs the ski patrol. Come summer, he's a prolific mountain climbing guide. Brent has summited Everest and Denali in Alaska 25 times. But his home base, well, it's just across the valley.
I'm fortunate in that I've had a great tenure at Mount Rainier, and I climbed the mountain. I guess the official number now is 596, and don't really think about those numbers that much. I mean, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I have the most summits, but I just love being on the mountain.
As long as we've got a day like today, you get to see this every day. So when you see that mountain, what do you think about?
I have a lot of memories up there, and I have a lot of great climbs and sunny weather, and a lot of climbs and storms, and so much of my life is just embodied in that one mountain right there, and it's pretty.
Just to reiterate here, Brent has summited Mount Rainier almost 600 times. And just like when he's leading climbs, when it comes to patrol work at Crystal, Brent's primary focus is safety.
When you do come out here and ski, we're just asking you to, think of other people. If you want to open it up, make sure you're well away from them, and don't ski fast in our slow zones.
There's a reason Brent is asking folks to be a little more responsible when they're skiing or riding. One of the ski patrol's primary responsibilities is providing medical care, search and rescue when someone gets hurt on the mountain. They can do as many as 20 to 25 sled evacuations on a busy weekend. Another key component of the job, avalanche mitigation.
So we have explosives, and we go out because we did get a bunch of snow yesterday, and we're going out to places that were closed yesterday due to the winds and the snowfall, and we're just making sure that we trigger any avalanches that might happen where people are going to ski before our guests get out on the mountain.
Brent's team meets at 5:45 a.m. and is typically on the mountain by 6. They use a mix of explosive charges, remote exploders, occasionally even a helicopter to ensure terrain like Powder Bowl here is ready to ride after a storm. Of course, Brent knows Crystal as well as just about anyone, so I convinced him to take me to the spot where he loves to ski during his downtime.
One of my favorite places is the north side of the King, out in our south backcountry. I think that terrain compares to anything that's out in this country for sure. You have to go to Europe really, or Canada perhaps, to find something that is its equal.
Getting to Silver King is a trek, a 30-minute hike along a ridgeline. And since Brent legit climbs mountains, he left me in the dust. But I made it to the top, eventually.
So right now we're at the summit of the King, the Silver King, and this is the highest point at Crystal. It is backcountry, so we don't have signage out here. It's treated a little bit like backcountry, except we do avalanche control work out here. These lines here are just incredible. 1,000 vertical feet of steep skiing on the north face of the King.
To be clear, this is expert terrain, and you should ski it with a partner. But wow, that climb is worth it when there's a powder stash waiting on the way down.
Now that is the good stuff right there.
On a day like this, it's a magical run. The type that can keep someone like Brent coming back for 4 decades, pouring himself into this place so others can experience it for themselves.
Whether you're a beginner or a great skier, I just think that Crystal has such a special vibe to it. It's a little bit different than other areas I've gotten to, and I think that the vibe persists because we have a great local culture here.